Memorial, a.k.a. Jack's tourney from Muirfield Village in Dublin, Ohio. And 2014 FedEx champion Billy Horschel entering the final round leading by 5 strokes, and he's in search of his 7th PGA Tour victory. He had a moment early on 6 from 8 feet out. Nope, had to settle for a bogey, dropping to 12 under. First bogey in his last 50 holes, but then, Billy responds on 10. Approach shot, 177 yards out, and fringe. Look at this. Yeah, okay, sure. Within 8 feet of the hole. Sets himself up nicely for a birdie chance, but 8 feet, that's tough. That's actually the 50% mark for all PGA Tour putts. And he missed the 8-footer, now he makes the 8-footer. So 50%, 1 birdie, 1 bogey. Then on 12, Horschel in some trouble. This was for par. I mean, he knows he's gonna get a bogey, he just wants to make sure it's only not a double. And then he can knock that down, and he did. That was just a bogey, so 1 over for the day. So did Billy Horschel open the door for anyone? Maybe Aaron Wise could pull it off. End of the day in second, 8 under. And on 15, approach, 103 yards out. Yeah, that's called knowing how to backspin it, knowing how to play the course, knowing where the flag is, knowing how to be on the PGA Tour. Yeah, so close. The hole in it for Eagles, sets himself up nicely, knocks it down. So he's within 2, right? It's interesting. But Billy Horschel would not be denied. Chance to extend his lead with an eagle putt on 15, 53 feet out. 53 feet away for eagle. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Yep, like it had a magnet. First eagle for any golfer in the entire tournament, 573 holes. He'd bogey on 17, but Billy Horschel, I mean, that was over at that moment. Had a 4-stroke lead entering on 18. You could see it was just going to be his day. And putting it out 2 feet on 18, and there you go. Secures the victory. So Billy Horschel, 13 under, wins the Memorial. Pre-tournament, he's 60-1. Gets the $2.1 million. Jump around, jump up, and get down. Jump, jump. There's Jack, says, hey, congratulations. So Billy Horschel, only par today. That's all he needed. Nobody really made a move. All right, low score for Sunday was 69. His 72 more than held up. He gets it done, and here he is after the win.
Billy, this is your 7th career victory, but I have to imagine this one's just a little bit more special. You have Mr. Jack Nicklaus greeting you on the green, your wife Brittany here for the first time, your kids and your parents. Can you put this moment in perspective for us?
It's special. It truly is. Jack's a legend in the game, and to win his event, you've seen the guys who've won this event, just legends in their own right. It's pretty special. And then, I mean, we joke about it in the family, but my wife and my kids have never been at any of my victories. My parents have, and so having a 5-shot lead, knowing that this is mine to sort of go out and win or lose, and having him here for the first time, I really wanted to win so I could get the monkey off the back, and it was pretty special. I'm happy that they're all here to see it. So.
And I know little Axel is a huge golfer in his own right, so this one will be great to look back on. But you said it, Mr. Nicklaus said this was yours to win or lose. He talked about how difficult it is to stay focused when you have this big of a lead. Talk us through the back 9, especially that eagle on 15.
Yeah, I think I've watched Tiger play enough, and I wasn't around when Jack was playing in his heyday, but obviously you knew he was an unbelievable course management and know how to plot his way around the golf course, and to sort of learn from those two and understand, when you have a lead and you don't have to do anything special. You just got to make sure you don't give any shots back. And I did give some back today that I was a little upset about, but Fuch and I did an unbelievable job of just, putting the ball on the green, 2-putting, trying not to do anything special. And if I had to do something special at the very end, then I was ready for it. And that eagle on 15 was really huge. I mean, obviously, Aaron just made birdie, so if I don't at least birdie that, then it's it's down to 2 shots. But to make an eagle there and have a 4-shot lead with 3 to play, it's that's one that you shouldn't cough up, and I didn't.
Like you said, it doesn't matter how you get it done, it's that you get it done that really matters. Talk about the fiery attitude. You were so mad after missing the cut last week, and that is what flipped the switch. So give us the secret sauce that allowed that fire to turn into success.
It's funny, sometimes when you miss cuts, you're not playing that bad. And I wasn't playing that bad. I just a couple bad course management decisions that Fuch and I, don't normally make. obviously, and I could have hit the ball a little better, could have made a few more putts like anything when you miss a cut. And we flew home, Brittany and I flew home Saturday morning, and she sort of said, would you rather make the cut, finish middle of the pack and not feel good about your swing and everything, or go home, work with TA for a couple days, sort of have a good, clear picture, and then have a chance to win at Memorial? And obviously, who could have predicted this was all going to happen?
Sometimes the wives are the most important part. I see Barbara Nicholas. She should be nodding along with that sentiment. Jim, this is one of the coolest scenes I've ever seen. The Horschel family, the Nicholas family, unbelievable.
Yeah, bank count looks good too. 2.1.5 million. That's nice. Aaron Wise comes in second. Oh, well, we'll have to console him with $1.3 million. And you see the T3 money, just over $700K. Well done, Billy Horschel. All right, let's get our guy in, Kyle Porter, part of our great family of golf analysts here on CBS Sports. All right, so Billy Horschel clearly won this tournament on Saturday. Sunday, nobody really made a move on him. I mean, the entire field, lowest score 69. Was that pin placement? Was that weather? Was that poor play? Sort of analyze why nobody had the 65 that we saw Billy have on Saturday.
Yeah, I think a little bit of it was you had guys that knew they had to be perfect going into Sunday because Horschel was so far out in front. And so when you know that, you get maybe Max Homa going out in 31 on the front nine, and then he knows, okay, I might have to shoot another 31, 32 on the back nine. And when that happens, as you know, EK, a place like Memorial, the margins are so thin that trying to make birdies can turn into doubles really quickly. So I think you had a lot of guys pressing because Horschel was so far out in front. I actually think if Horschel hadn't been so far out in front going into the final round, if he hadn't shot 65 on Saturday, you would have had guys shooting better scores on Sunday because they wouldn't have felt like they had to be as perfect as they probably did going into the final round. So I think Horschel's lead after 54 holes was a little bit of what we saw with John Rahm last year when he led by 6 after 54 holes, had to withdraw because of that positive COVID test. It makes guys press on Sunday in ways that they otherwise wouldn't.
All right, so Billy Horschel winning and how he won the headline. What's your second headline from this tournament?
Well, I always try to go to the career thing, and with Horschel, it's really interesting because he hasn't won a stroke play event, EK, since 2017. He hasn't won a stroke play event since before Jordan Spieth won his last major championship at the Open in 2017. So that's pretty crazy. This was actually the third best win of Horschel's career if you go by strength of field. He won the BMW championship in the playoffs back in 2014. He won the match play last year. But then you look at the Memorial this year as the third best strength of field of any tournament that he's ever won. So Horschel's a guy it's odd because he's consistently in the top 20, top 25 in the world, but he doesn't win a lot of big tournaments. He doesn't really contend a lot at major championships. So yes, him winning this week is a big deal, but I also think it's a big deal for his career and what that could look like for him to potentially make the U.S. President's Cup team later this year. And he's going to move up to, I believe, 11 in the world going into next week. He could be is obviously a borderline top 10 guy in the world and could move into that with some good play at the U.S. Open coming up.
Well said. All right, so that's Billy Horschel getting it done at the Memorial. But time now for the Perfect Fit presented by Bonobos. We're going to look ahead to next week's Canadian Open. Kyle, who's your perfect fit for the Canadian?
Yeah, this is interesting. It's going back to a golf course that it hasn't been at in 12 years. So there's not a course fit maybe that you would look at for the Canadian Open because we haven't gone to this golf course in a while. So I'm looking at guys that are playing really good golf right now, and Rory McIlroy is playing really good golf right now. He didn't play great on his front nine on Sunday after I made this pick, but he did finish up pretty good at Memorial. He's going to be your guy going into this golf tournament that's probably playing the best golf in the world of anybody going in. Scotty Scheffler's obviously up there as well. He'll be playing in this tournament as well. But Rory's actually the defending champion of the Canadian Open. Kind of an oddity. This tournament hasn't been played since 2019 because of COVID. He won it in 2019 before that, right before that U.S. Open at Pebble Beach. So he'll be the defending champ. He's playing some of the best golf he's actually played since 2019. So I like him as a perfect fit for the RBC Canadian Open next week.
Well done. There he is, Kyle Porter, giving you the best analysis of everything, both present and spinning it forward. And you want more Kyle Porter? You need more Kyle Porter? We've got more Kyle Porter. That's right. Part of our great team on the First Cut. That's it. That's your golf podcast of record. part of our great family of CBS Sports podcasts. You download, you subscribe, you enjoy.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.